Alright, the guy on the screen looks a lot like me. Handsome devil that he is. That's a good sign. Cue the music. Check out Big Ed Mustafa's lacquered armor of the Athelian captain. Looking good. Minas Tirith still standing. Always a good sign. I think we're about ready to fire up. Hi everybody, it's Big Ed Mustafa. Welcome to another episode, edition, chapter, ramblin' wreck that is known as Adventures After Dark. I'm your host, Big Ed Mustafa. I'll be playing Big Ed Mustafa. Coincidentally, this character was created long after I started playing Lotro. I had a friend who said I needed to play on Silver Load with him, and I should create a guardian and just name him Big Ed Mustafa because he liked the name. In fact, Rick Kristoff might be one of the only people I know who knew where the original reference to Big Ed Mustafa came from. So kudos to Rick. I hope he's still out there playing Lotro somewhere, and my best to him and his family. This is Lotro Stream, and it is my privilege to hang out with you on Friday night until the nice folks at Standing Stone Games can find anybody better who wants the gig. I'm delighted to be here. I hope I never get replaced, but until then, I'm glad to be here. So we'll get started, and hopefully my friend Zinger will wander in at some point, and we'll play some Lotro. I think everything's good to go, so we will enter Middle-earth. Sargareth's already here, checking in. Hi Sargareth, how the heck are you? Good to see you, bud. Hope you're having a good week and you're geared up for a big old weekend. It's sad because football season is over with, but Fox is teasing us with the rebirth of the XFL, so hopefully that's not a horrible abomination. I'm good. Taking a little break from work. My weekends are Sunday, Monday. Got to work tomorrow. Glad you're getting a break in at least. I know how an alternate schedule can be, believe me. So I'm glad that you've got a little bit of time to kick back and relax, and you chose to spend it with me. So I took last week off. We went and joined my niece to celebrate her birthday. She turned 14, and I ended up stuffing myself with lasagna. And I got home, and when I was setting up the stream, I literally dozed off in my chair trying to get everything sorted out. So I decided it was not a good night to stream on Lotro Stream. I did not want to be the first team member to get videoed sleeping in his chair. So I just replayed a couple of editions of Court of the Rings, and I think one of the Tolkien Professor streams. And I still played Lotro, and to my embarrassment, Apulu Felgar, a fine streamer in his own right, was also streaming Lotro at the time, and caught me sneaking around out in No Man's Land running some quests. And I was like, you're not supposed to see me. I'm not online tonight. Shh, don't tell anybody I played hooky from the stream. So that's okay. One of my rules is I don't ever want to show up and just go through the motions of streaming, because I think you guys would know it if I'm not here 100%. If I'm streaming, it's because I want to stream and I want to hang out with you guys. And if I'm under the weather, I'm just a little bit too tired, I'd rather take the night off instead of just showing up and going through the motions. Oh, no wonder Zinger's not here. Hobnanigans is going on. I always threaten to make him try that. It's the one of the few things in all of Middle-earth that neither of us have ever done. It's a fun idea to have a player sport inside the game. I just don't know why it's so completely reviled by the player base. I know Gussie Moose thought it was being mean to chickens, but they're not real chickens. So I don't know why that's a big thing for some folks. That's okay. If you don't want to punish virtual chickens, then it's alright. I don't think it's any more immoral to play Hobnanigans than it is to murder orcs, because neither of them are real in Middle Earth. It's a video game. Unknown target. Okay. In fact, I was joking. I joke frequently that Rocket League is just basically an advanced Hobnanigans simulator, and suggest that we should get all of the Rocket League buddies that I hang out with, most of whom are also Lotro players and/or streamers. SKDX Killer, Freelancer 60, Gore, Epic Ogre, Aurora Ember. I know Delarfin, Cannablick, Geeks Tour, even some of the folks I don't play with regularly who hang out and stream have dabbled in Rocket League. And there's a lot of us who play it, and it's essentially just Hobnanigans with remote control cars. So I think we could play Hobnanigans together on the stream, and it would be a hoot. And we've just never gotten it organized. So one of these days I'll follow through on that threat. Another thing I've never done on any character, including my champion on Arkenstone, is I have never completed Floyd and DeWitt. Not Floyd and DeWitt, not Floyd and DeWitt Part 2. In fact, I've talked to longtime Lotro players who had no idea what Floyd and DeWitt were, including Rambenis's grandpa Dio Papa, and I don't know if I've talked to my friend Deressa about it at length. She's got bunches of characters she's worked up to max level cap, and I don't know, she may not be a completist like I am. I hate the idea of having anything on my deed log left undone. But Floyd and DeWitt, there we are, the adventures of Floyd and DeWitt. So I've got a few of them done, and there's no point to it at all. It's simply for fun. You get like 300 marks and a title for completing Floyd and DeWitt. Mirkwood, Lothlorien, Evandom. I know where they are in Evandom. I don't think Big Ed spent a lot of time in Evandom when I went through the region. I kind of did the minimum to get Kindred and then moved on. And I'm actually still, well, I should say I was working him through Dunland. There's a lot of Dunland and a lot of Enid Waith to do, and a lot of Slayer deeds and a lot of exploration deeds, and I went through a lot of Enid Waith and a fair amount of Dunland without completing either one completely. But there's actually 2 deeds that are part of the Race and Social tab, Adventures of Floyd and DeWitt and Adventures of Floyd and DeWitt Part 2. And I have found them in Aragian, which is weird. So off the top of my head, I'm not even sure if I remember where I found them. But they added Part 2 as they expanded Middle Earth for us. Wildermore, the Trollshaws. The Trollshaws one, I actually went looking for them there. I know where they're at, and I literally couldn't find them on my own. I think I could have before they added all the foliage. When the developers went back and added extra trees and shrubs and stuff, it made that section of the high moors just impassable. I mean, I can't find my way through there. I know where to go look, and I just haven't found them. Misty Mountains is another one that I'm kind of gobsmacked I haven't found them in the Misty Mountains. We go hunt roving threats there all the time, and I mean, I thought I'd been to every nook and cranny in the Misty Mountains 100 times, so for me to have not found them there, that kind of blows my mind. Great River region, again, that's not such a huge region that you'd think that would be a tough find. It's amazing to me I haven't found them there either. Forakel, they're everywhere, and they're fun to find, and I thought that might be an adventure in itself, just to spend a night trying to knock out those 2 deeds. Zinger's been pretty good guide about helping find some of the, I hate to call them hidden, but maybe some of the Easter egg deeds. Wall climbing in Lothlorien, the Ridge Runner deed in Aragian, the Stair Stepper deed in Enidwaith, where you go up and down past Nar's Peak a few times. Zinger knows most of those too, and has shown me a few of those over the years. They're quite fun to do. Ridge Runner's one I normally accomplish on my own, but even after having done it several times, I have to confess that the parkour deed in Mirkwood is very challenging. That's not something that's readily apparent until you accomplish it. So, I spent some off time the other night getting some scrolls. I think I got talked into leaving and going and playing a different game before I finished my dailies. I don't think I even got the scrolls applied. We'll take care of that. Gotta grind them scrolls, boys and girls. It's very important. Ginger checking in. Owen 32 is here. Hello to both of you. I hope you had a terrific week. I hope you're gearing up for a big old weekend. Got 4 left out of 7. Put 1 more in the sword. We'll put 3 more in the belt. I haven't even started working on my one-handed sword yet. So when I get both of these completely maxed out, I get to go do another LI. That'll be super fun. I'll just drink that power potion for no good reason. I got my Hobnanigans map. So, I think where I'm going, there will be merchants, so I'll just pop there now. We journey to the Hall of the King, which coincidentally is right upstairs here in Minas Tirith. Expedition organizer. Thought we had some regular vendors here. Oh, here he is. Rider to Mordor. I'll just hit a vendor in Mordor. This drops me right by Dol Amarth. Not to be confused with Dol Amrith. There are no swans in Dol Amarth. Talith Arui. We ride for Talith Arui. And for glory. Yeah, looks like I got something to reforge, so I'm glad I'm here. Who knew?
This is far from fair Ithilien.
It's far from fair Ithilien. This is fair from far Ithilien. Which is technically true because there aren't a bunch of tree roots here like in far Ithilien. Okay, we're good there. Get these bags cleaned out and we'll go kill stuff. Zinger took last week off because he was having some PC hardware issues. So if he doesn't show up tonight, either he hasn't gotten those sorted out or he's just really sick of hanging out with me, which is probably the more likely to do. But you never know, he could wander in. We'll cross our fingers and hope for the best. See what we pulled in. Hides, damaged furs, emeralds, Anthelus essences. Got another overflow stack of those apparently. Herb, sapwood, scholar scroll. Jade gems are always fun to sell. Useless loot. Yes, I know you get more for your scrolls if you unroll them. That takes time. Diego checking in. Hello, Diego. High-graded Norian scar, shattered hatchets, tattered parchments. Alright. So the inventory management is already well underway. If I were the mailbox, I don't think I'm flush with task items right now. Got some North Athelian stuff, but I need to murder a bunch of stuff here in... Do we not have a mailbox? If you don't have the mail service established, have you really even conquered Mordor? That's the question. Alright, well, I have one pack slot available, which is a lot for me. Let's go kick ass and chew bubblegum. Deed completed. Respected in Minas Tirith. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, unless you're Al Sharpton. Honored in Minas Tirith, underway. Reputation change. Respected. Lot of rep we're getting worked on right now. Title awarded. Respected. Lotro points granted. I got 25 Lotro points for something. And apparently I have mail to pick up as well as mail to send out. So... Or Doramarth and not Dolamarth. I'm not smart. We ride for Doramarth. Or is that behind me and I'm riding away? I'm riding away. I am literally going the wrong way. Ricky says, are you sure it's not Dora Jar? It could be Dora Jar. If you know me at all, Ricky, you know there's very little I'm sure of. And welcome. Howdy. And while I'm at it, it is always a treat to have other streamers hanging out with me. Guys are playing some golden oldies. Nothing wrong with that. Half-Life 2. People are excited about Half-Life 2. Half-Life Alyx is coming out for VR. And it's kind of gotten a lot of buzz worked up around the whole Half-Life franchise again. Always good to see. And remember, any comments that any of the streamers make here on Lotro Stream do not necessarily represent the views of Standing Stone Games. So, should I accidentally say anything critical about anything, my opinions are my own and are not representative of anyone else, be it person or organization. Darmazur. Am I still going the wrong way? I was actually just trying to get back to the Udun foothills. I haven't been out here for a while. It looks like I turned the wrong way again. Oh, there I am. No, I went the wrong way twice. Oh, this should take me the way I want to go. Okay. I actually pointed the right direction. I think. It's hard to believe I'm not wearing the Easily Lost title. Although, if you've ever gone questing with the Cookie Mama, you know that it's much easier for some people to get lost than others. Well, this is the way I came earlier. I'm not smart. Okay, here's the ranger camp I was just at. This is the direction I actually wanted to ride. Hello, Mr. Sulak. I figured it out. Alex looks awesome, Ricky confirms. Goofy old lady checking in. And Cannon Black says, Ed is trying to finish Lotro, but the fishing keeps getting in the way. Fishing never gets in the way, Cannon Black. It's the most important thing. Better to rage quit at level 17 and be Lord of Streams than to hit 130. This isn't where I wanted to go either. Zinger and I got our fill of spiders the last time we were out here.
Driven only by her hunger, Shelob desired neither an alliance nor conquest. And to Lord Sauron's amusement, she
Mordor
chased him
Vale.
from her lair in the mountains.
Oh, to Udun. Okay. Where the hell am I on this map, then? I am here. So I need to turn southwest and then follow the road to the right. I can do that, I think. Yeah, this is not where I wanted to go. Alright, let's ride the hell on out of here. Oh, they hurt Snookums. Now I will murder them all. Actually, there's a lot of them, so I'll probably just run away like a craven coward. That seems like the strategically sound thing to do here. We run squealing for Udun. I don't really want to waste time fighting orcs. I don't need to be fighting right now. They're still chasing me? No. I don't know why I'm still in combat. It don't matter. Okay, here we go. Storblom says, hey, because it's Mordor. You're not wrong. I hate myself for saying this out loud and jinxing myself, but actually the server performance seems pretty smooth so far. I haven't noticed the usual hitching and freezing. It's a happy thing. That bug just spit on me. I didn't even say anything untoward about its mother. See which way we want to go here. Need to go straight west. Not gonna lie, as a man, I hate stopping and asking for directions.
Sauron the Great has granted me his blessing. I am Gurjol. By his blade, I now take the name Rukor the Pale Herald.
He seems really excited about his new nickname. I'm glad for him. We ride for Durthang. It's a dying Uruk. Just remember, Mr. Uruk, dying is easy, comedy is hard. Speaking of comedy, don't forget to check out the quote of the day from none other than Mr. Steve Martin. Now we're going to murder some orcs and take their stuff. He did not make it. He did not make it.
But war, plague, and other attritions weakened the kingdom of men. And in time, the watch on Mordor faltered.
That's just a lot of guards. Sorcerer's Bauble. Ricky says, I finally bought Forakel, so I have a new zone to explore. Way cool. Bring a heater. It's cold there. Yeah, I did notice that. Also, you'll get to experience the Forakel fog. I don't know if that's still a thing. But occasionally you go out there and it gets really foggy. And then when you leave Forakel, the fog travels with you. You have to log out and log back in to dispel it. I don't know if that little undocumented feature ever got fixed. But Forakel is another one of those regions that I like, and it seems a lot of other players don't. The first couple times you go through it, and you don't know the flow, it seems like you just ride back and forth across creation forever. It's a little bit like Evendim in that regard. But there's a lot to see and explore, a lot of cool stuff. And trust me, if you're playing next summer when it's 100 degrees out, you'll really like going through Forakel. It's like, Forakel. It's nice and cool here. I guess we'll keep exploring. Alpha Y2K checking in. Hello, fellow Lotrians. Hello. I like the housing trophies you can get. Yes, Ed, the fog bug still happens on occasion. Good to hear. Togenfell says, fun running around Forakel in the summer when it's 100 degrees outside. I agree. I usually find myself drawn to Forakel and the Misty Mountains and Wildemore when the weather just gets unbearable. I've come for your baubles. I'm going to cut those baubles off of you and make you sing 3 octaves higher. And another quest appears. Alpha Y2K says, I've kind of fallen behind, been working a lot of hours, so rarely have time to log in and play. Cappy is 115 when it was Cap. Been playing my Hunter every so often, 7 days a week, 60 plus hours a week. Doesn't leave much time for much but sleep, eat, and work. I can empathize. I have up to Dale's stuff, but Dale's and Beyond I haven't gotten to yet. Hopefully your schedule will allow you a little more leisure time soon. He did not make it.
By cunning, force, and treachery did Ugruchor, the captain of the pit, seize Duathan and Udun. The tower he made his own and renamed to Duathan, the Dark Oppression.
Mordor is as far as I've actually played in the game. I got my champion all the way through Mordor, and the only thing I had left to do was complete... actually, it was just run around and pick up a few missing pages from the Black Book. And I kind of started into Northern Mirkwood, which is funny because I was big on the idea of, oh, I'd love to see Northern Mirkwood added to the game. And then when they finally did it, I was like, I don't want to go to Northern Mirkwood right now. So shame on me for that, but I need to do Northern Mirkwood and the Dales and the Iron Hills. And I haven't been to the Vale of Anduin except once by accident, I think on this character. There is a back door into the Vales in the Misty Mountains that I discovered by accident when hunting roving threats, which is why I think it's amazing I've never found Floyd and DeWitt out there, so I can find that entrance to the Vale of Anduin. I haven't found Floyd and DeWitt. They must be hidden pretty darn good. But yeah, I'll pick my champion back up at some point and we'll go exploring some very high-level content. I'm free to play, so my problem is when the new content comes out, normally the VIPs and the lifetime players get it first, or like with Minas Morgul, the folks who pony up cash instead of waiting to buy it with Lotro points. They get in first and I have to wait, so I was about 4 months later into Mordor than everybody else, and it had gotten streamed a lot, so I didn't want to spend a lot of time restreaming Mordor after everybody saw, you know, Bloodborne and Positively Evil and the rest of the gang all come through. It's like, oh good, Big Ed's doing stuff that we just saw somebody do a month or two ago. Yeah, that's... I mean, I tend to play what I want to play rather than what I think. I mean, I don't intentionally go through sections of the game most of the players hate, but that having been said, I tend to play what's of interest to me. I'm not sure what I hate more, Mordor or Moria. Not a fan of either, honestly. Moria growed on me. My first time through, I was not a big fan of Moria. I spent months wandering around lost. But by my third character, it was like, oh yeah, Moria, I know this. And it was no big deal. And boy, the last couple of times I've been through it, it was... They revamped it a bit and streamlined it, and the quest flow is really good now. And my burglar on Brandywine, casually playing Moria, I got through it, I mean completionist through it, everything except some of the instances in about a week. And had a good experience. Lots of quests, lots of things to do close together. You know, what's nice about it, we were talking about Evandem and Forakel, and I guess what you'd call Federal Express questing, for lack of a better term. It's like, pick up this and go ride Clear the Hell over here. Okay, now that you've ridden Clear the Hell over here, go back to Clear the Hell over there and go talk to somebody that you just talked to 5 minutes ago. And you're like, really? With Moria, the nice thing is, I mean, there are some places in Moria that are far apart from one another, but you're not going to have those cross-country rides like you will in some of the other regions. It's just not a problem. And if you understand the lay of the land in Moria and you get a few key travel points pinned down, Chamber of the Crossroads, 21st Hall, shadowed refuge. You can get around very quickly in Moria. They did not make it. Alright, let's see who's out on the sun porch, I guess. Hero. Let's party. The Lieutenants of somebody. Ooh, and a rare Mordor chest.
The captain strengthened the fortifications of Udun, restored the old, and built a new. Anglach arose, and Mornauer towered under his command.
Sweet Tubarif says, I've only played through Moria once, but I thought it was pretty great overall. But I will say once it was all said and done, it was refreshing to move on. Epic questing is the worst. I use so many mithril coins traveling on those. Yeah. Oh, there's another back door in Aragian to the Vales. Interesting to know. Guessing that from Forakel I would go to Angmar and then Moria? Yeah, Forakel, Angmar, and Misty Mountains are all kind of on level with one another. I murdered my way up, now I'll murder my way down. There's a Slayer deed for these douches. Nope. I'm just killing them to be killing them. Why is there no Slayer deed for you if I have to kill 100 of you jackwagons? Okay, we're done with the tower. I think Angmar is 40ish if I recall right. You are correct, Alpha. As is the Misty Mountains, as is Akele. Hence my point that they're all kind of good Moria precursors. You can go into Aragian 40, 45-ish. Work your way over to the Holland Gate. Plunge yourself into darkness. I always praise Moria as probably the single most spectacular dungeon in all of MMO gaming. I've never seen anything like it in any other game. It is vast, and it is original, and it is cool. I like it a lot. Come here, Mr. Enforcer, I got something for you. I should have just titled this stream, Ed Butcher's 10,000 Orcs. Pew-pews, they must die. Lotro Players News told me so. Pew-pews must die. Couldn't help but notice how ornate your coffers are. Where'd that enforcer come from? I thought I murdered all of them. Well, let's just fight all of you idiots at once. Hey, there's a little bit of a hitch finally. First one I've noticed tonight. Kind of glad I wouldn't want to get spoiled. Ooh, that's really getting choppy. That is not the stream, that is the game. Ponton Finberry checking in. Hello, Ponton. Champs moves seem more boring or dull to me. It'd be nice if they had some upgrades to the fighting styles and such. This is a Guardian I'm playing, but Harrow. Ten archers down. Oh, my bad. It's the one class I haven't played yet. Yeah, it's one of the things that's kind of kept me interested. I hadn't gotten any Guardians up to higher level. So, wanted to play through. 5 Enforcers dead. There's a bit of variety with Guardian. I'm not set up for sword and board again yet, which is how I normally played my Guardian. Red line one hand. I like the shield smashes and stuff, but Chromite, who's much smarter than I, said I needed to be playing yellow line with the two-handed sword. So I have to say it's quite impressive in mounted combat, which again is something that most of the players don't like. But mounted combat, I have to admit, a Guardian with a two-handed sword is a sight to behold. Hello, Mr. Enforcer. Yeah, the respawn rate in here is fierce. And I believe Mrs. Mustafa's home. Hi, Pookie. Potton says also have a one-handed shield as well. Yeah, guardians are always handy to have on full fellowship instances. They do come in handy. What did I ever decide about this bracelet? Slightly better than one of the pieces I'm carrying, but it doesn't have as many bonuses. And I'm likely to pull a better bracelet anyway the next time we do an epic battle. I'm going to pitch that so I can try to pick this up. I got some real inventory management issues to work through here, boys and girls. Yeah, Ponton, you've played both. Do you like sword and board better? Do you think two-handed's the way to go, or do you think it's just situational? I used to like shield spikes, and I think they nerfed them.
Oh, you got me, Sally.
I hooked you right up. Even though you ate the rest of my Cheez-Its today.
Oh yeah, I told you I would. Why didn't you finish that?
I can.
You want that?
Sure, if you want to bring me a bowl of it.
Oh, Jim, tonight on my way home from work.
Jim is our friend who lives in North Carolina.
Yeah, why do you
To get away from my wife.
He's my friend.
Ooh, I defeated Kinet's the Silencer. Wasn't even sure that was a thing. I think you look radiant, sweetie, as far as you know. I'd just like to move out of this hallway if I could. That's a lot of fighting. Aurora Ember checking in. Hello, Aurora Ember, and welcome. Potton says two-handed is more for damage, I find. When I was level 75 on my Guardian, I did a lot of soloing on harder elite mobs. It was good. Shield and sword was a bit slower, but great for tanking and holding aggro. Well, shield spikes used to increase your chance of critical hits, so when I was using them, I found that it kind of helped make up for the lower damage output from one-handed weapons. And I don't think it gives that bonus anymore. Like I said, I think that got nerfed, which is a shame. The lower level shield spikes didn't do much for you. Once you got up to some of the higher tiers, the percentage chance for a critical was bumped up pretty good. There we go. The Lieutenants of Ugrikor done. That was a bit of a fight, though. Urban cheese scones. Gentleman's crams. Crisp roast duck and potatoes. My guardian is like 116 now.
What did you eat?
I had some breakfast burritos, and apparently they have chicken breakfast sandwiches.
Yes.
2 for $3.
Oh,
And they're pretty good.
good deal.
Did you want to say hi to everybody?
Hello, everybody. I made more trash. I want you to know.
I know, honey.
This one's a big bite. Oh, dropping stuff.
I see that. I'm still chewing the last piece you gave me, honey.
That's alright. Shove it in your face.
Nope.
Do it.
Nope.
Where's Zinger?
Not for you or any man alive. Zinger's ditching me.
Really?
I don't know.
Are you playing by yourself?
It's me against every black-hearted SOB in Mordor.
Who is watching?
A few folks.
Did you get me salad dressing?
Yeah, ranch. So the grilled chicken bacon ranch salad.
That's so white of McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you go to Wendy's?
Didn't feel like driving that far. This would be a lot less messy if you just let me feed myself. I know. We can't adopt any dogs or cats because Mrs. Mustafa's Korean, so she feeds me like I'm her pet. Tux Ramus checking in. Hello, Tux Ramus.
Who's Ricky Woosf?
Ricky WSF says hello.
Hello.
Snorblom says hello, Mrs. Ed.
Hello, Snorblom. Eat!
Tux Ramus is also a fellow Lotro streamer, and in fact he plays and streams a variety of games on Linux. Ubuntu, I believe. Although Mrs. Mustafa tells me I'm wrong all the time about everything, so I could also be mistaken about Tux Rammus's Lino distro of choice. But I believe that to be correct.
Where's Janner?
Not playing right now.
Oh, speaking of, I gotta text her and Chris about lunch.
Snorblom says, I had dinner already, Mrs. Ed.
So did Ed.
One of the reasons I married Mrs. Mustafa, in my whole adult life, she's probably the only person who's ever been concerned I wasn't getting enough to eat.
You're kind of a chunky dude.
Honey,
Yeah, we're
I'm
talking
festively plump.
fat, I think is the word.
No.
Fat, chunky, big.
It's hard to argue with you when you're hand feeding me caramel corn.
Oh, that's right. It's fiddle faddle.
I know. They're not an official stream sponsor, so I don't have to name them.
Oh. Oh, here's a big bite. Ah, I laugh like Snagglepuss.
Still chewing the last bite, honey.
I know.
You trying to feed me or force me to choke?
Choke,
I figured.
choke, 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 choke. Okay, where's Singer? Like he's not
He
anywhere?
took the night off. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I like Zinger though.
Me too. He might have left me a private message in Discord, and I'm just too thick to have noticed to go look for it. He did last week.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
What are those things?
Orcs.
I'm listening to jazz. Can you hear it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, there goes one. Where's the other one?
I killed him too.
Oh. Ornate chest. Right?
What?
It said ornate chest.
Mm-hmm. Guess me and him are gonna fight.
That's another orc.
Mm-hmm.
Why are there so many around?
It's a fortress full of orcs. They keep respawning as fast as I kill them. It's a little annoying, to be truthful. Normally, I like having plenty of orcs to murder, but this has been enough. Hard Hit checking in. Hello, Hard Hit. Tex Rama says, I'm the same. I'm cuddly, according to my wife. Yeah, I am Mrs. Mustafa's favorite couch cushion, so I got that going for me.
That is for sure. He is my favorite teddy bear.
You're not even paying attention, are you?
No, I was looking at the orc.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Kirk Douglas passed away?
I had not heard that. Did that happen today?
No. Earlier in the week?
No, okay.
Chris told me and I went, oh gosh, how old? He was 103.
Yes, he was
He was old.
not a young man.
No. But he was handsome in his day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go eat my salad.
I think that's a terrific idea, sweetie. Try not to destroy my entire desk on your way out.
I might destroy your entire desk.
I figured. Thank you for the fiddle faddle.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, he had a full life. Oh, Avoiding Wheel, I didn't get a chance to say hello. Welcome, welcome. Ginger, I'll let Mrs. Mustafa know you said hello. Balviel is here. Another fellow Lotro streamer.
Hate to interrupt, but...
Really? You just left.
Oh.
What do you need help with?
Open?
Alright.
It's like tough.
Yep.
Oof.
You must have loosened it for me, though.
Ujos. Mm-hmm.
Muchos is a Korean word that means gracias. Alright, I need another ornate chest. Oh, there were stairs. How did I miss those stairs down? It's like, how the hell do I get down there? I just finally jumped over the rail. And a shout out for Belleville. If you're not already following Balviel, you should do that immediately. Someday you'll be able to brag that you were amongst her first 100,000 followers and subscribers. And you'll be glad you were. So many orcs. Oh good, I have to pick an item I don't need. Can I actually get loot selected before everything respawns? Sabatons. I thought there was another bauble somewhere I needed to get to. I think it's through these doors. You're welcome, Balviel, anytime. You know, one of the things I like to do actually is encourage other people to stream Lotro. One of the reasons I'm on the stream team is to prove the point that any idiot, no matter how dumb they are, can do this. And you can probably do a better job at it than me. So if you've ever considered streaming at all, stream Lotro, join the team. We've got room for you. All the cool kids are here, Belleville. Goofy Old Lady and Ginger and Pot and Finberry and Hard Hit and Cannablex here and Aurora Ember. See lots of friends in chat. I won't rat out any of the lurkers, but I'm glad you're all here. They did not make it. If you're not sure how to start streaming, reach out to your favorite Lotro streamer and ask. We're normally happy to help and can give you some good basic advice to get started. Eldolith set up my Boobot for me years ago, and I still have to blame her on occasion when somebody gets timed out unexpectedly. But Chromite was very helpful in helping me optimize my video settings and my encoding settings. I want to show off Lotro in its full splendor as clearly as possible so people can see what a great looking game it is. And Chromite has helped a lot of us do that, not just myself. It's very much appreciated. He's a guard. I'm in the vault. There's a sorcerer's bauble down here. I'm happy to swipe it. That's quite the vault. I think I'm about done in here. Let's just go through this door to make sure. Well, this might be the dungeon area. Togenthil says, I've thought about it, but I'm not sure what all is involved. That's why I said ask the question. It doesn't take much, and particularly with less demanding titles like Lotro, it's not overly challenging. You just need a decent PC and pretty good internet bandwidth. And your upstream bandwidth is more important than your download speed. So like my internet here is 300 megabits per second download and 30 megabits up, and I can get a really good, nice, clear stream. The problem is your internet service provider typically lies to you. So if they tell you you're getting 10 megabits upload, you're probably only getting 5, but that's actually workable. If you go out to speedtest.net, you can check your internet throughput. If you're only getting 2 or 3 megabits of upstream, bandwidth, you probably won't be able to stream very well. But I would say internet speed is more important even than computer hardware. It's good computer hardware's gotten cheap. I mean, most any decent 6-core processor can easily play and stream games at the same time. Right now there is a Ryzen 5 1600. They call it the AF model. The original model was that ended in the letters AE. It's like 1600 something 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 AE or AF. Well, AMD quit making the 14 nanometer part, and for some reason they still wanted to keep the 1600 in production. I don't know if there was some contractual reason or... But Amazon has these AF processors for $89. They come with a CPU cooler included for 89 bucks. It's 6 cores, 12 threads, and it's basically just a 2600 slightly underclocked for less than the price of just about anything. I mean, you can't hardly buy a decent 4-core chip for 89 bucks. And they're offering a 6-core, 12-thread chip for that price. I have no idea why. They're coming directly from AMD, so it's not some third-party scammer reseller doing something weird. But that's plenty of chip to play and stream a lot of video games. So if you've got 5 or 6 megabytes per second of upload bandwidth and a decent 6-core chip, you're good to go. 16 gigs of RAM would be helpful, but I started out playing and streaming on an older FX series chip with 16 gigs of RAM, and that was more than good enough for Lotro. So you don't need a $2,000 or $3,000 gaming rig, you don't need an Elgato card, you don't need 6 monitors. 2 monitors is helpful. I've got one monitor in front of me to play on and a second monitor off to the side where I read chat. I can monitor my stream, and I can play with some of my support apps like Streamlabs for my stream alerts and things like that. But when I first started out, I was single monitor, no webcam, no microphone. I did have my microphone headset. I don't use the microphone on the headset. I have a Blue Yeti that's on an arm boom on the side. But you can get started without most of the trimmings and just add stuff as your time and experience allows. But we are the marketing department for Lotro. If we don't stream it and promote the game, who the heck will? Standing Stone Games, you know, they're busy developing the game. They don't get a chance to spend a lot of money, and spending a lot of money advertising a 12-year-old MMO is probably not a good use of resources. So we keep it out in front of people on Twitch. We keep the public aware that Lotro exists, that it's still around, that it's fun to play, that it's got a great community, that the game looks good, that there's tons to see and do. And if you want to, you can get started for free. We can keep the community alive and vibrant. Like I said, if any idiot couldn't do it, I couldn't do it because I am any idiot. Lotro can run on a potato. Ginger says, I stream every so often, so if I can do it, anyone can. I did not know you streamed, Ginger. That is terrific. Potatoes do contain energy. Set your bitrate and OBS to about half your upload speed, and if your upload speed is 10, then your stream is set to 5 and you're good to go. Download speed is 0.83 megabits. Yeah, that would be tough then. SSG had an interview with Destructoid. Take a look here. Interesting. Houghton says my download speed isn't that great either. Togenthel is amazed the game works at all. Finally, I think I'm back in Udun. Ooh, a smudged page.
There he commanded Duathand, the Black Shield, be
Kenneth
built as an
Brimbor,
ever-vigilant watchtower of
Master
Garden.
Metalsmith of the
For 16
Ironfold,
centuries, the
from the
Tharnding,
Shadowed
its
Few
keepers,
kinship.
dwelt here.
That is some solid flipping action. Artifact chest. Oh good, at least there's a Slayer deed for some of these dudes. The Easterlings in particular. There we go. Lotro doesn't need much internet to run. If too low, seems like might see some lag. Yeah, 30 megabit upstream, you'll still see some lag. Even at 300 megabit down. That's just the nature of the beast. Game turns 13 years old in April, so it was optimized for 2007 network conditions. I don't think I'm that far away from dropping loot, am I? Probably already been dropping loot. I don't know, I should worry about it too much. It's been so long slogging through that dungeon, though. It's kind of wearing me out. We'll see about stretching Snookums' legs out a little bit. Come, Snookums, we ride. Don't shoot me, Mr. Archer. I believe you'd shoot at a poor innocent horse like that. Tux Ramus says he'll stream some more Lotra over the weekend. Well, throw Tux Ramus a follow. Be sure to catch his stream. Just Discovered the west road to Durthang. Enforcer. Discovered the parade grounds. Can't wait until they take all of the flower and plant seeds that I collected in North Athelion and come here and plant this place so it's not so hideous. So it's smudged page.
We believe it was in the Second Age, after Sauron came to Mordor, that he set to work building an army to make war against the kingdoms of men and elves.
Now then.
Got a 143 silver repair bill and never died. That is a lot of getting hit. I got a lot of crafting bundles. It's a good thing. We ride for the mailbox, which fortunately is not very far away. Ponton says, I repair all the time, every time I turn in a quest if there's a vendor repair. Me too. Ooh, hey, that is good news. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All of that armor sold. Good deal. So, as I've mentioned in past streams, I have a horrible addiction to stat tomes. And I caught a Tome of Might 3 in the auction house for coincidentally just about all of the gold that Big Ed Mustafa had. So I was looking for a way to make a little extra money, and I crafted some high-tier Anorian armor, which is actually pretty good stuff. And all of the pieces sold. I used some scrolls to improve my chances of critical success, and I had to carve 7 pieces and got 6 criticals. But even the non-critical success piece sold, so I'm happy. I think I let that go for whatever the vendor value was as a minimum bid. What should we send away first? Gems. Send this off to the cook. And those can go. Should have a bunch of scholar materials, he said with utter certainty. Those, those. Threw that piece of blue wax away. I guess that's it. I didn't have a bunch like I thought. Got some more here though. Those can go. Well, I can clear this out. Yeah, that one piece sold for 36 silver, which is fine. Don't care what I got. Got 6 gold for each of the critical success pieces, though. Full suit, not too bad. That makes it worth doing again. Ooh, somebody paid big money. Oh, no, I sold those for 12. The others for 6. Somebody must have bought the whole suit of armor for one of their characters. That was time well spent. I don't have to worry about taking my guardian to bankruptcy court. Invaders bolstered pauldrons. This is trickier than I was hoping to dig out from all of this. Send some stuff off to my woodcrafter. One of the things that's making this tough is I'm getting more crafting items as I open stuff up, so I need to send stuff off that's not going to get repopulated. And that's a pretty good start. Here's some Anorian hides. Let's try that again. Rock removal scroll. Strong Gorgoroth branch. Doomfold hides. I'm likely to get more of those here in a second, though. That's it. I got my inventory cleaned up, everybody. Amazing. Just like that. Whew. Okay, that was exhausting. I'll bet I got nothing I can turn in here. Intriguing filth, curious goo, mysterious ears, obsidian scales, and stony skin. None of which come off of the orcs I was slaughtering wholesale. So there we go. We've definitely gotten inventory management handled. Potton says, yeah, I've been looking for vitality domes. I think there's a pretty good percentage of players who don't ever do anything with the auction house, which I think is a shame. It's a nice way for us to interact with the other players on our servers. And a lot of times I'll put up stuff I find that I can't really use and just sell it for vendor bait. You know, it's like, okay, well, a vendor was going to give me this for it, so I'll sell it for that, and hopefully somebody can use it. I bet I need to still kill everything. Yeah, pretty much. I got Slayer deeds open on all kinds of categories here. Ooh, intriguing filth. Discovered the west road to Englak. Why did this not pop the last time I came this way? It's just weird. Oh well. So anyway, stat tomes are your friends. Buy them frequently. Or better yet, don't, and then I can buy them for cheaper. Could tell I had to sneeze a second time and just wasn't quite ready to come out. So take a deep breath and boom, there it came. My excuse for buying a Blue Yeti microphone: I broke the mute button on my headset and decided I needed a mute button on a microphone. Seemed like a sensible use of my money at the time, as far as Mrs. Mustafa knows. I find the auction house could use an update, would like a reset on the search. That would be nice. It can be a little clunky. Discovered a great forge work. And open hatches. Hatches I am able to levitate over. Who knew? There's a third forge worker. Come to Butthead. Oh, he's gonna throw stuff. Okay, we'll come to you then. Ooh, a treasure cache. Treasure of Udun. I have found an ancient treasure cache. There was a jade gemstone in it. Found another forging furnace. That's impressive down there. I mean, I've said it before. Mordor is spectacularly ugly. I mean, it's what a beautiful job of designing a complete crap hole area. Just towering vistas and great machine works and smoke and sewage and just what a design. Can't wait to see Minas Morgul. Some of the screenshots I saw coming out of there were just spectacular as well. Every year the development team seems to find terrific new ways to stretch this old game engine to further and further limits. See if Snookums and I can't cover a little bit more ground faster together. And better. Backlagor checking in. Hello, Backlagor. Welcome, my friend. Ponton says, as Cordovan said earlier, I think it's quite good they're looking for another content creator for Lotro to hire. That is a sign of a healthy game. Duxramus says, do you have the Blue Yeti sitting on your desk or on a boom? Your sound is excellent. I finally went out and got a boom. Hopefully I can stretch it far enough to make it visible. It's on a boom. I got this boom. I ordered it from Walmart.com for like $22. Wish I'd done it sooner, not only because it helps isolate it against desk noise, but it just freed up more desk space. I mean, you got to have room for the fiddle faddle, so that Blue Yeti, when it was on its desk stand, took up quite a bit of space. I've heard sound guys make fun of the Blue Yeti. You know, if you're used to mixing boards and public address systems and professional grade audio equipment, the Blue Yeti is not in that class. But for casual use, it couldn't get much easier. Forges of Anglak. There was a page sitting around out here somewhere. Can't ride around in a circle too many times. I don't want Snookums to get dizzy and hurl. Sorry, stepped away for a minute. No worries, Backlagor. I just gave you a shout out is all. Hope everything's going well with you. And we were talking about the pros and cons of the Blue Yeti microphone. I like mine. Your mileage may vary. And it does sound good, but it's... There's an old saying that if you want to make money selling fishing lures, sell lures that catch fishermen, not lures that catch fish. I think the Blue Yeti was designed to catch fishermen. There's a lot of heft and weight to it that are simply there so it has heft and weight. If that makes any sense. And some of the features, like it's got 4 different sound settings on it to where you're supposed to be able to adjust it to make it omnidirectional or highly directional or this or it. You turn the knob and it doesn't affect anything. There's no change in sound quality or sound direction. I always laugh because I have it set up to be highly directional, and you can hear Mrs. Mustafa from all over the house. When she sneezes or blows her nose or clears her throat, it's like, yeah, she's 2 rooms away, but you can still hear her. Hammers raised. Defeat Orc Forge workers. Crude marked stone. Ooh, a quest. There they are. Ooh, I think I finally have task items to turn in. That is exciting. Alright, let's keep moving here. But overall, I can't complain too much about my Blue Yeti. It does sound good. It's super easy to set up and configure. And one of the features almost nobody talks about is it has its own digital to analog converter built in with a headphone jack and a volume control for the headphone jack. So you can basically use it as an external sound card on top of everything else. And that has proven helpful for streaming. My Turtle Beach PX3s that I'm wearing also have an external digital to analog converter. And I can go into Windows, set the microphone as the microphone input, set the Turtle Beach as the playback device, and juggle all these different sound inputs and outputs. Which is funny.
Deep in Anglach, with great works and dark sorceries, Grond, the fearsome battering ram which broke the gates of Minas Tirith, was forged.
Oh, this is where they made the hammer. Nice. Anyway, what's funny about it is my last two motherboards I bought, I've got Gigabyte Aorus Ultra Gaming X470, and I've got an Asus ROG Strix B450F gaming motherboard, and some of the big selling points on both of those boards are that they have Intel Ethernet built in, not Realtek. Realtek stuff's fine, there's not a big difference between the two. And then they've got the upgraded higher end audio, and I don't use the audio on either board because I've got these external DACs. And I have wireless internet connections in the house, so I don't use the Intel NICs built into the motherboards either. Those were two of the premium features I paid more money for. My fear of external mics is all of the background noise. You sound fantastic. You are welcome for the shout out. Haven't used an external mic, always a headset mic. Well, the Blue Yeti sounds terrific. If I had to do it over again, and again, I don't really regret the Blue Yeti because it does sound good, and I needed a mute button because I broke the mute button on the headset. And I originally used the headset mic when I first started streaming. And it was fine. I think it sounds pretty good. But I've actually switched back. I was playing Rocket League once out on Mrs. Mustafa's computer. And My friends I play Rocket League with were like, wow, you sound way different. Where are you? Like, oh, I'm just using the headset mic. I'm out on Mrs. Mustafa's computer. My niece was here, and my niece was playing The Sims 4 on my computer, so I had to step out of the room and go play on one of the other PCs. Not that she needed the Blue Yeti, she wasn't streaming. But, the sound quality of the Blue Yeti is really good. If you don't want or need some of the advanced features, like the external digital to audio converter with the headset jack, the mute button, the blue snowball mic is available for like $45. Sounds there's a audible difference between the two. It's not quite as good as a Blue Yeti, but boy, for less than half the price, it would be a great way to go if you don't want to spend $120 on a microphone. I think the snowball sounds really good for the money.
The wicked knife, Gulthauk, and Mormagath the Shadowhammer were foremost among the fearsome weapons forged with this new alloy, so he took them for his own.
And you should be able to put a snowball mic on a boom, just like I did my Blue Yeti. Why you'd want to have to buy a $25 boom for a $50 mic, I don't know. But that would be just fine too. Boy, it's been a long time since I've worried about this. Yep. Somebody's hitting me up in chat about joining a kin, and oddly enough, I don't think I'm on a kin in Crick Hollow. I think Big Ed is kinless. And I was just going to look and see to make sure. That's going to be under the social tab. Kinship, I don't have one. Kin said they call me. Anyway, somebody was nice enough to just reach out and say hello. So, hello to Timmy Warrior. If I read that correctly. Timmy Warrior. Hello to you. Forge worker slaves. Hello, slaves. Come to me. I fight them one at a time. Timmy! Could be a kin called Kinless Ed. If I had my beard growing out this winter, I could just be Homeless Ed. Poor Mrs. Mustafa, she hates the beard so much. It's half the fun of growing the thing every year just to listen to her complain. Could try fish in the lava. Let's do that. That was a beta thing, if I remember. We're sure they fixed that, but I gotta try. Apparently it's really hot down there. Nope. Doesn't count as facing a body of water. Wow, I lost half my health trying to fish. Find a use for the strange stones. We'll wait till I'm healed up. Okay, there is an outside chance that Mrs. Mustafa will take pity on me and bring me a Coke Zero. Whether or not there's a lot of ground glass in that Coke Zero remains to be seen. I have defeated Gerflak. I could not be more excited about it. Tough Greaves. That is a nice pair of pants. And Glock 4 to open. So you have to defeat one more slave. Kind of jog past a few on the way in here. Dangerous fishing, that. I did famously, was it Carn Doom we were fishing? I was on my Hunter Nemone, and I hopped up on a rail like here, and fell in the water in Carn Doom and died instantly. That was pretty funny. It's like, wow, I died fishing.
I thought you had pop.
It's
What is
empty.
that? What
It's
is
an empty
that?
cup that you're welcome to take with you. Used to be some Diet Dr. Pepper. Was it Wednesday night you came home all fussy?
No.
Yeah, she came home. I couldn't figure out why she was so mad at me. She came home and she was just in a foul mood. And I didn't figure it out until later. Because she called and she's like, do I need to bring dinner home? And I'm like, no, I got hungry. I told her I was watching PC Gamer on YouTube. The Full Nerd was doing a PC build. And they're like, oh, we're doing a build. We have to order pizza. And I'm like, yeah, pizza sounds good. So I'm like, I'll pick up a pizza and watch them build a PC. So I ran up the street to Little Caesars and I got a combo. And she's like, do I need to bring anything home? And I'm like, oh no, I picked up a pizza, I got hungry. She's like, okay. So she gets home and there's an empty pizza box sitting out on the counter. And she thought I ate the whole pizza. She was really owly because I think she wanted pizza. And she thought that I ate the whole thing and didn't leave her any. Well, I boxed up half the pizza. I put it in bags and put it in the refrigerator. And so she was just dead sure I had eaten all of the pizza and not left her any. And was fighting mad about it. So then all of a sudden, once I told her there was still half a pizza in the refrigerator if she wanted some, all of a sudden she got all lovey-dovey and lightened up. The hell am I going? Took a wrong turn. Oh, that's right. There's 2 rooms. Like, where the hell's the ramp up? I was freaking out there for a second. Come to me. Come to me, little spiders. Oh, for comics, welcome, howdy. Well, I guess these still count as forge worker kills. That's never a bad thing. Get ready for it. Here it comes. Oh yeah. That's the stuff right there, baby. Crisp, refreshing, delicious. Still not an official sponsor of the Big Ed Mustafa streams. It's a shame. I've probably helped more Coke Zero than sell more Coke Zero than their Super Bowl ad did. You think I get $5 million? No. I'd be happy with just $2.5 million. They don't even have to pay me the whole 5. Yeah, it's like I could keep fighting stuff or I could just leave for a while. Leaving for a while sounds like a good plan. I get to come back here when I'm doing the dailies anyway, so we'll save it for then. This should come as no shock to anybody, but man, I love Coke Zero. Ooh, nice. I loaded up on intriguing filth. That will help. Remember, whenever you get a Traveler's Steel-bound loot box, it's how you win Lotro. You need to go immediately to the Lotro store, buy keys to open your chests. It's money well spent. You absolutely should not let those go to waste. Those are priceless treasures. If you don't open a loot box, you will hate yourself forever. There is no price too great to behold the wonders that are inside of those Travelers' Steel-bound loot boxes. Ooh, it's a soot-smudged page.
New Morgul blades and other evil implements were hewn from the cursed iron mined from the pit and hidden away in dark places. Who knows what evil is still locked away in these mountains?
I do not know what evil is locked away. It's the Easterling camp with the really nasty Easterlings. He did not make it. He did not make it. There's a quest to come here and murder a bunch of people, but I don't have it yet. Lariana calls this Conquistador mode, where you just trot around really slowly and savage things on foot. It's a Mordor warrior. Yeah, these are the nasty orcses. Those don't look so bad. They're 115 though. I don't really need to fight them right now either. Oh. Defeat spies, 1 of 8. I wish I had a hunter with me who could track those spies. Maybe a dwarf hunter? See, Guardian just has this, I don't know what else to call it except for whack the crap out of stuff mode, where you just hit one or two of your attacks, and it just sort of viciously pimp hands whatever you're fighting. I mean that in only the best possible use of the term. But yeah, you kind of just go whack the crap out of whatever you're fighting and chop it right down. Somewhere around here there's a Scourge. Yeah. Thornburg the Slaughter, Elite Master. 500,000 morale. And my champion eventually got to where he could do these, or she could do these solo, I should say. I don't think the Supreme Metalsmithing lore scrolls are going to help with that, though. Let's do... Urban Cheese Scone. And a Daleman's Cram. What else do we have for buffs? +5 attack. I won't need the hope token until after I get defeated, which will be very soon. I'm going to give this a try just for fun, though. Max morale and power. Finesse. Alright, let's go kiss the life stone then. This should be exciting. I'm just not getting a lot of damage done here. Woof. Yeah, I didn't realize I took that much damage. Last time I looked up at my health bar, I was almost full. Yeah, well, we gave it a try. You know, what can I say? Gore checking in just in time to see me bite the dust. That's okay. Oh, let's see who else is checking in. Wow, that went fast. You guys were really chatting while I was getting my ass kicked there, weren't you? Freelancer checking in. Hello, Freelancer. MMO Thalarian says, did the Lotro forums get revamped? Can't log in and the forums look all new. I have no idea. I haven't logged into the Lotro forums in years. I am on Crick Hollow tonight, Freelancer, as somebody mentioned. Snorge Blue mentioned I have a 130 on Laurelin. Yeah, that's okay. I was just giving him a try. I figured I'd probably get whacked there. Balviel says I think he's on Crick, and she's correct. I can't get on any of the servers, but I play on Laurelin. Goofield Lady says, hey, Freelancer. Ed, check chat. I was concentrating. I was getting ready for that fight, Freelancer. That went about as well as when I play Apex Legends. I've been dying a lot on games. Even in Rocket League, I get blown up all the time. Balviel says, not that I know of, but Ed might know more. No, I don't pay any attention. I apparently got banned for a week. I don't know what for. Yeah, no clue there, Thalarian. I don't have any insight to that. The Lotro streamers, except for Cordovan, are just volunteers. We're just enthusiastic players who like to share the game. Backlagor says, good night and have fun. Thank you, Backlagor. Gore's checking in, saying happy Friday. Everybody's greeting Gore. Ginger's off to bed. Ginger, thank you for hanging out. You have a great night. And Mubot says, thank you for being here. So, yeah, me dying has not been a rare occurrence lately. Although I die less in Lotro than in other games. Yeah, I just wanted to try him on. But I went from almost full health to almost no health much more quickly than I was expecting. I'll pick on somebody my own size for a while here. That whole driving slash thing is just sort of a whack the crap out of stuff button. I like it. I was going to attack these guys, and I was like, what? I need one more to complete a deed. Let's get to murdering them right now. I have discovered the path to Rudvorn. I could not be more excited about that. Force her down. I should probably get down off of my high horse. I had to protect Snookums after all. Now I'm at Doramarth. They guard a soot-smudged page. Come to me. Aside from beautiful but haunted landscapes, Mordor also features some pretty darn good music. I mean, I like the view, and the music's pretty epic. Gates of the Eisenmouth.
Udun was yielded quickly, heedlessly, after our victory in the War of the Last Alliance, as the Dark Host fled back to make its ultimately doomed stand at Barad-dûr.
It's funny, there's all those bad guys guarding the gate, and then you come through and there's like a Motel 6 and a strip mall with a 7-Eleven over here. The gate's quite hospitable on the other side. Looks like we've got a skirmish camp. I don't know why it never registered with me before that that was a skirmish camp.
Come. Let us not tarry.
Clawed wings and bloodied beaks are useless. Shadowed essence of block might be useful at some point. We shall see. Choking dust, not useful. Nice, just the jade gemstones I collected more than covered that repair bill. Even after my suicide fight with the giant troll. I'm not a smart man. Who? You should open. So much crap and so little room for all of it. Alright. Nobody can tell Zinger I did this. I'm gonna sell my map to Hobnanigans. Anybody tells him, I'll deny having done it. Let's wander over to the mailbox. That still won't open. Okay, all of those crafting boxes are open. That is half the battle. Soil, hides, strong branches, wood, nothing else I have to mail away.
Let us not tarry.
Tactical mastery, useless. block not useless. Ominous essence useless. Rusted scimitar not useless. To the task board we ride. Sometimes you just got to take your headphones off and let your ears stretch out. Okay, let's see where we were. Intriguing filth. I got plenty. I got carapaces. Not on this task board, but I got plenty of intriguing filth. I got plenty of goo. Got plenty of goo, and I'm going to share it with Ethan's mom. If you don't know what that means, that's okay. You don't want to know. Epic Uger says, this is a top quality streamin'. Hi, Uger. Actually, a lot more of our friends who have popped in are streamers. You should throw them a follow. Of course, Epic Uger is a fellow Stream Team member. You can also follow Gwar. Spy Party. And Freelancer 60 streams. Imagine that, Freelancer playing Rocket League. Who'da thunk? Where the heck was I? Spreading goo around, if I remember. Deed complete, Soldier Slayer of Udun. We are slowly but surely making progress. There is a lot of Mordor to work through, however. I wonder... Oh, I'm like, where's the milestone? 3 feet from me. Camp of the host. Okay, that's what I thought. So I got the Camp of the Host travel skill, so I don't need the milestone skill here. So I'm able to move that tie, which is a good thing. Uger says, I don't use slobs. Chromite checking in. Hi, Chromite. See what we got here. Right after I threw the shout out to Freelancer, Chromite says, it actually looks good because he actually uses the settings I give him, unlike other people. If Chromite gives you advice, take that advice. That's my advice. Chromite's advice is always well worth its weight in gold and worth much more than the price he normally charges you for it. And yeah, I listen. So Chromite settings didn't work, so we had to tweak them. Yeah, if you ever need help figuring out somebody's stream settings, Chromite, don't hesitate to reach out to Uger. He'll be happy to help you tweak those settings. He's given me lots of handy tips. Like instead of just using OBS Studio like a chump, you should use the Streamlabs version instead. You know, things like that. Wait, Ed, that's not nice. I'm just teasing Uger. It's tough to get your settings dialed in if your internet connection is not consistent. It can be frustrating. You feel like you're always chasing down a problem all the time. I mean, we're fortunate that we live where we were just able to kick up our internet bandwidth so high that it kind of doesn't become an issue anymore. On a bad night, I've got 15 megabits of upstream bandwidth. I know, teasing. Those young fire drakes give off lots of good task items. Enjoy murdering them. Yeah, Uger said they just upgraded the internet at their house and he's still not happy with the results. Yeah, I think if you're not honest enough to go into politics, you probably have a good career ahead of you as a marketing person for an internet service provider. So it sounds like Chromite and Uger are trying to chase down an issue. And I might have poked a sore spot on Uger. Chromite himself also streams on occasion. We'll give Chromite a shout out. Look at that, he was last seen playing Lotro. Who'da thunk? Duxorama says we're upgrading our internet to fiber when we get back from Scale X18. Cool. Fiber is terrific because it makes your internet faster and it helps you go poo. Always make sure you're getting enough fiber. It's totes adorbs, Epic Ogre. You got some new games today. Looks tons of fun. What's the new game? Ogre, that's not English. Actually, we've asked both Agent Brigman and the Tolkien Professor. They totally agree that Totes Adorbs is legit. They both have doctorates in English. As far as I know, I'm completely making it up, but it could be true. It's totes believable. Bazoons is a word in English. If you're ever struggling for task items, one of the things I've noticed is kind of a trend. Stuff that you don't have to kill, that kind of, it's either non-aggressive or semi-aggressive. Like the Sulaks, I normally leave them alone. They're not doing anything. There's no Slayer deed for them. Well, it does, I guess, Advanced Beast Slayer. But I'll just bet dollars to donuts that these things drop tons of task items. Because you don't have to kill them, but they're out here if you want to. If you feel like fighting a Sulak, you can.
Robert,
Yes, my love.
I want to eat Arby's
Bristled fur.
soon.
You want Arby's soon?
Yes.
Alright, you should probably wait until tomorrow.
And we need to get your Coke Zero, and I need some groceries.
Alright, that all sounds like a good task for tomorrow. Although Clay hit me up this afternoon after you left. He's got a client he was hoping I might be able to help him with some desktop support issues with.
Okay.
So I might be doing that tomorrow around noonish. Which if I'm on Clay's schedule means like 2 or 2:30. He is not normally an early riser. We'll see. He could flake off completely.
That would be Clay.
Ooh, filth. Stony skin, bristled hide. Spiny
you turn off my
carapaces, more
phone?
goo. No. If it's off, it might have died. You might be out of battery.
No.
Too much Murder, She Wrote, perhaps?
I don't know what's going on here.
Stony skin for the win. There it is. My 10th task item. Yet another 10-minute achieved. We have attempted fishing, although we mostly just got burned by lava. Not a lot of good fishing to be found out in Mordor. One of the reasons I'm not a bigger fan of the region.
Over there?
Yeah, the set's probably down with the rest of the tools. Don't think obsidian scales are for here either. So let's count through them. I haven't crafted. I attempted fishing poorly. I definitely ate on camera, managed inventory, and did task items, however. So, we ride for Dol Amrith, not to be confused with Dora Marth. Ponton is heading out. Ponton, thanks for hanging out with us. Uger says, okay, be right back. By the way, did you scare Zinger away? Absolutely. I was shocked Zinger ever wanted to be associated with me in the first place, so it was very little surprise he decided to hide.
Well met.
Dol Amrith is the cure for having stared at Mordor for too long. This might be one of the prettiest places in all of Middle-earth. It's bright, it's cheery, it's covered with flowers and fountains and see-through blue gauze cloth, and there's swans everywhere. And somehow, miraculously, there's no swan poop. And you can fish here in the swan fountain. So we'll get some legitimate fishing done. Yep. Was not what I wanted to hit. I probably missed a fish. I was trying to get down to bobber level. There we go. Try that again. Tenuliel checking in. Hello, Tenuliel. We got a fringe barbel sturgeon. That's no wonder Sauron wanted to take over the West. He turned the whole of eastern Middle-earth into a big crap hole. That's why the men of Gondor and Rohan fought so hard. They didn't want their lands to become New Jersey. It's a shovel-nosed sturgeon. 2 catches, 2 sturgeon. Who'd have thunk? And Dol Amrith is ruled by Prince Imrahil. It's one of the cooler NPCs in the game. And his horse armor is completely pimped out. And we caught a largemouth bass. So according to the rules long ago established with Maiden of Rohan, 3 casts and 3 catches constitutes enough fishing if you're looking to just do the bare minimum of fishing. I came to craft, although I was going to sell some crap too. I think I did sell the crap. And now we craft. We craft for Theoden King and for glory. Or some such nonsense, I don't know. When you get to the Dale Lands, Big Ed, there's a fishing deed. Very nice. I think I started it on my hunter, Nemini, on Arkenstone. She might be the only character I've taken out there and actually done the fishing with. She's got like 18 of the 21 fish you have to catch. There's one for Lake Town. Yeah, Togenthal. You get into Rohan and Gondor, some of the upper level content. Rohan is full of just beautiful sweeping vistas and wide open plains areas. And then Gondor has lots of really beautiful parts. There's some neat stuff to see. Let's do some tailoring here. Still working on guild rep. Big Ed took full advantage of the change that allows you to join 2 crafting guilds. So I've been working up his tailoring stuff. He was originally metalsmith only. See how that's coming along. Reputation. Limelight. Dunlin. Metalsmith's Guild. He's very close to getting to the maximum level again, which is a moving target after the last level cap upgrade. And Eastman Taylor coming along. I actually have to get my leather crafter busy getting more higher level leather glazed and finished. But we might be in striking distance on the Armorsmith's Guild. Might be able to get that finished right now.
Well met.
Hooger asked Chromite, what's a custom muxer setting? This is a PG-13 channel. I don't know if Chromite can give you the full explanation without violating channel rules. Tux Ramus is off to bed. Have a great stream. And thanks for the shout out. You are welcome, Tux Ramus. Hopefully folks will remember to go find you streaming Lotro this weekend. Take care. Chromite says, depends on the context, Uger. Okay, what the heck was I working on? Oh. Where's all that metal I got stored away here? Let's see what we got. Calinard, Rittermark, Aerlingus, and we'll grab pure Calinard, pure Rittermark, and pure Aerlingus, just to make it easy. This is on OBS Studio. It's under recording settings, says Uger. Snorblom says if you're talking about telecom, a circuit, e.g. a T1 can be muxed into 24 C channels. That's not what he's talking about. Yeah. Alright, well, let's start with Westimate. We're going to need 10 medium ingots. So I'll need a minimum of 4 attempts. There we go. Okay, so I got my 10. And now... let's go ahead and do the medium and small. For 900 and 2700. Now we need to make 3 high grade. I'll be able to get it done on the first try. Second try. Third time's the charm. It's actually easier for pack management if I don't crit here. And I did not. That gives me enough to go back and do the large. Don't forget to look at the CPU part, Uger. That's what I did. I looked at your direct message and pasted in my recording section. I should be good to go. It's fantastic. I was talking in chat earlier about how Chromite and Eldolith and so many of the other people involved with Lotro Stream are happy to help you get started streaming. There's lots of expert advice, so feel free to reach out. Now we move to Easternment. Kind of in the same boat. Let's go to Prospector. Let's make 10 medium. Oh, I only have 2 pieces of pure Rittermark ore anyway. That's fine. We're going to need this at least 4 times. I'm going to just do 5. Oh, never mind. Encoder is set to use the stream encoder because it gets old giving settings again and again and again. Oh, Chromite says he'll only help if you truly listen and don't interpret. How do we do 4? So I'm going to need to do this. Oh, I'm almost out of Rittermark coal. That I can buy more of. Need more Rittermark coal, so let's go talk to the supplier.
How may I help you, friend?
I need a lump. I had somebody remark they thought it was weird I just didn't buy a full fat stack of 500. Well, I try to save my gold for stat tomes, so color me cheap. Okay, let's do one more medium and then I can do 3 high. Oh, nice. Still on cooldown for another 2 days. So that was kind of useless. Only kind of. $800. 2,400.
Well met.
All right, let's go back and do Kalinard. Chromite says, for being out in the sticks, that's better than most people have. Shouldn't have any issues with that. But best to do a speed test than go by what they're saying your package is capable of. Uger says, wow, my ping is 13 at the moment. Yeah, it's possible, Uger, that when they told you 400 download and 300 upload, or 30 upload, they meant kilobits instead of megabits. Just kidding. Not belts, metalsmith. Okay, nothing's on cooldown here. So we need 10 medium. Ed with the jokes. All those poor starving comedians all trying to get Netflix deals, and I'm just giving it away here for free. Hey, there we go. See how we did. 4,200. Oh, there we go. Reputation changed. I am an honored master of the Metalsmiths Guild. I have recapped, which means this is useless. So, there you have it. I crafted my way to the very tippy top of the Metalsmiths Guild. Again. I had to get 200,000 extra rep points to go from Westimate Master to Honored Master. That was... a lot of needless work.
I greet you, friend.
I think it unlocked one extra recipe. Okay, let's go see the guild guys and see what I have unlocked. Be right back for reels now. Hard Hit says congratulations. Thank you, Hard Hit. Yep. I know Bloodborne and some of the other raiders say that only people who raid should have access to the best gear because they've earned it. Considering the amount of grinding it takes to max out your crafting, I really think crafting should be more useful than it is. I enjoy crafting. I think it's a fun part of the game. I like being able to, you know, if you actually take the time to do a bunch of steps that require, you know, saving and collecting a few rare items and getting a bunch of recipes put together, you should be able to make something truly special. So what do we got here? Improved recipes.
The soldiers of Gondor have all gone to war, and we are left to fend for ourselves.
Tier 13. So you have to be a Minas Ithil metalsmith. It's weird that it jumps from 9 to 13.
Our lands were once peaceful, but it is now dangerous to travel far from home.
No, completely useless. What was it I thought I was unlocking?
I greet you, friend.
And I you, friend. Trade-ins, guild relics. You need 7 smalls to get a medium? That's kind of insane. Guild relics mounted. Oh, interesting. Black keys can be turned in for mounted relics. As can Gondorian crowns. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Legendary recipes? No, this is the legendary recipes
Have you
guy.
heard the rumors of enemies pressing in from all sides?
Why does he not have something else for me? I would have bet dollars to donuts. There was one other recipe I couldn't unlock. Adorned crowns, black keys. Reforged. Royal crown. I was just sure there was a recipe I couldn't get until I finished that last crafting tier, and now I don't see it. Well, that was a huge waste of time. I got 200,000 rep points for nothing. Yeah, oh well. I've done dumber stuff. Alan says, hello, Big Ed. Hope you and the miss are well. We are well. Chromite says, well, be fair. Bloodborne mostly gets dragged through raids he joins. He's usually too busy interacting with chat. Go to improved recipes and select tier 13 from drop down. Okay. Thank you, Chromite.
Our lands were once peaceful,
I looked
it
at
is now
these and I saw
dangerous to
mostly
travel
Minas
far from
Morgul
home.
stuff. See, all of the stuff is locked out for me because I don't have the Minas Ithil metal smelting ability yet. So all of that stuff is red. Got to get out to Minas Morgul. I have to make it available for purchase with Lotro points before I can do that. So I knew that was something. Everything in tier 9 I bought already. So yeah, I don't know what it was I was thinking about. Never mind, forgot you have to own Minas Morgul to get the quest, yeah. That's alright. I can come back and load up on tailoring's recipes. Still have a little more grinding to do on tailoring, but at least I have metalsmithing done again. Boy, that's going to bug me. I thought there was still one recipe I was locked out of. That's alright. Again, here's a look of Dol Amrith from a little wider view. It's just absolutely beautiful. Seagulls hovering above, and yet there's no bird poop anywhere. Not with the swans, not with the seagulls. Fountains and trees in bloom. This is what America would look like, liberals believe, who wish Al Gore had gotten elected president instead of George Bush. This would be Newark, New Jersey if Gore had become president. We would live in a garden paradise. I'm glad somebody laughed at that. Thank you, Chromite. Anyhow, I think that's going to do it for me. Let's go ahead and say hello to French Girl Gaming, also a fellow Lotro streamer who is also playing Lotro at the moment. So my thanks to all of you for hanging out with me. I hope you have a great weekend. I will look forward to hopefully running into a lot of you on my personal channel this weekend. I'll probably be playing Lotro tomorrow night at my usual 10 o'clock Eastern. And there'll probably be some Rocket League and some Apex Legends to be had. So everybody have a great night. I will talk to you soon. And let's give French Girl Gaming a big hello. Genji Glove says good night. Thank you. French Girl Gaming. She is actually in the future. She resides in Australia now. Goofy Old Lady says, good night, Ed. Sleep well. I will do my best. Avoiding Wheel, Diego, Gore, everybody have a great night. We'll see you soon.